Hey guys, guess what? A new Killers album has just been announced. Yay! But it's only a greatest hits album. But it's got 2 new songs, one of which is already released. But that song isn't all that great. Hi, I'm Daniel, and welcome to Music Time. So, yeah, like I was saying in that dumb little intro, the Killers on November 11th, by the way, which apparently is a significant date because that marks the 10-year anniversary of the first time they played in the UK. So that's cool. But yeah, so November 11th, the Killers are releasing a new album called Direct Hits, which is like a best of, greatest hits album, whatever you want to call it. And it's featuring 2 new songs. One is Shot at the Night, and another is Just Another Girl. And yeah, so more info down below, you know, track listing and everything. I'll find a link somewhere. And yeah, so also though, one other thing you need to know is that there's going to be a deluxe edition which has 3 other tracks: Mr. Brightside, the original demo, which if you haven't heard it already, go on YouTube, it's around here. You can listen to it. It's a lot dirtier sounding, you know, it's less poppy. I don't know, you might prefer it. Me personally, I like the polished version, you know, that's what fits in with the rest of Hot Fuss. But the original demo is still very good. I find myself listening to it from time to time. Then there's a remix of When You Were Young. I've never heard that remix, so it might be good, who knows. Then there's a song called Be Still, which I'm not sure if that was a song from, like, Battleborn, or if it's a new track. To be honest, I only listened to Battleborn a few times, and have not listened to it since the review that I did a while ago. Just because I wasn't blown away by it, which, speaking of me not being blown away by it, as I said in my Battleborn review, I feel like from Hot Fuss to Sawdust was some of the Killers' greatest work, and, you know, so the first half of the greatest hits will be amazing, probably. And then, Day and Age was a good album, definitely had some strong tracks, like Human, Dustland Fairy Tale, Neon Tiger. There's a bonus track called Crippling Blow, I think it was. And those were all good, but I didn't feel it was up to par with the previous stuff. And then when Battleborn came out, you know, there was Runaways, Miss Atomic Bomb. But aside from that, I felt like most tracks really just blended in, and I wasn't all that impressed by it. So I personally, you know, I'm not too excited anymore about whenever the Killers release a new track. And Shot at the Night, which, you know, they've released on YouTube, you can look it up now. It's a good song, it's just not, like, as good as anything you'd find on their first 3 albums. It's still good, just not their strongest work. Actually, tell me what you thought of that one down below. And yeah, so though, I just want to say, for people out there that don't really know this, if you're like me and you prefer the earlier Killer stuff, and you're like, oh, this is great, I wish they would have had more, you know, songs recorded at that time. They sort of did. There's a few, I'm going to recommend 4 unreleased Killers tracks, 3 of which are demos, 1 is a live thing, which, by the way, the live thing is Where Is She? You can find good quality recordings of that all over the interwebs, and that was from around the Sam's Town era. But then all the demos I'm about to mention are from before Hot Fuss. You can listen to a song called Replaceable. It's probably one of my favorites. Desperate, which is good. You know, it took me a while to get into it, but it's good. And there's a song called, I believe it's called Oh Yeah and By the Way, or just Oh Yeah By the Way. And that's, it's such a good song, and I personally love those tracks. For those of you who want some more Killers, you know, early days stuff, that's definitely where I'd go to. And of course, you know, they're not going to be on this album as they were never greatest hits, as they weren't ever released officially. So yeah, that's a bit unrelated to the rest of these. That's just my personal opinion. So yeah, tell me what you think of this down below, and are you looking forward to future Killers music? And if you are, then subscribe to me. I'll announce it, and then I'll review an album, and who knows, I might actually like it more than any of their other stuff. Because I am a Killers fan, just not so much with their recent work. But anyways, that's all I had to say today. Link down below for more info, and I will talk to you later. Goodbye. Do